guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, thank you for taking the time to click on this video. Yes, I'm wearing the same outfit as the other video. I'm trying to get these recorded in the same day. I don't think they will get uploaded in the same day, but the other video that you will see is my haul video from Joann and Michaels and Etsy and some indie shops. This video is just kind of going through my teacher lineup for next school year, and just like in the other video, I've got some notes here on my iPad just so I can kind of keep myself on track. So basically it's going to be split up in 3 parts. I'm going to do a quick life update because I'm not teaching kindergarten this fall. I will be going through what I'm doing with my Happy Planner, teacher planner that I bought for next school year that I will not be using as a planner. And then I will also be unboxing and flipping through my new teacher planner. So before I flip the camera down so that you can see everything, just quick life update. After 1 year in 3rd grade at one school, starting the year in 3rd and 4th grade, science and social studies, getting surplused 5.5 weeks into the school year to kindergarten 7 minutes down the road. So I learned the news on Wednesday, tore down my classroom for 2 days, went over to the other school, set up my classroom for 2 days. The following Wednesday, I was starting with my kindergartners, taught kindergarten for 3 years. This past school year, of course, you know, everything kind of got derailed due to COVID. And it was already a very toxic year. I was at the point where, well, it was a very toxic environment. It was a very clarifying year for me because I had told myself that this school year, if things did not get better environmentally, then I would be leaving. Things got so bad this past school year that I was honestly not confident in my abilities as an educator anymore. I was ready to quit. I was getting ready to apply for a job with a furniture company. I was going to pull in my previous retail experience and bring in my teaching experience because I know that that in tandem works very well for management positions. And I was going to go work for a furniture company making about the same amount of money, I think slightly more. So I was very ready to get out. I was ready to apply for a job an hour away from home just to get out of there. But honestly, I felt so down on myself about teaching in general that I just wanted something making the same amount so that I could still keep a roof over my head and pay all my bills, take care of my cat, all that good stuff, and just not be teaching anymore because it just seemed like I didn't know what I was doing anymore. Every time I turned around, I was doing something wrong. Meetings were very obviously turned to focus on what I was doing wrong instead of staying focused on the point of the meeting. Behind closed doors, I was being spoken to in a way that was just unacceptable, that I wish I had been recording the whole time. I was very unhappy, but I am very happy to say that I interviewed and got hired in my dream district. I will be going back to 4th grade. I am very excited about it. I am going to be under amazing new leadership, and I really feel like I'm going into an environment where I will be able to thrive and truly become the teacher I was always meant to be. And yes, I'm trying not to cry right now because I still don't believe it's happening. I went and drove out there and picked up my laptop yesterday, and I drove by my school for the first time. The first time I went out there after I got hired, my mom drove, so I wasn't familiar with the route. But I've made that same drive so many times to go to my therapist and to go see my boyfriend that I kind of knew the basic route. It was just a little bit further, and after driving there and I just sat in the parking lot for a little bit and just was in awe just looking at the fact that this is my school. I haven't been in it yet. I haven't met any of my new coworkers in person, obviously. I haven't seen my classroom yet, but I'm so excited. And like, summer break feels like it's going so fast, but I'm ready to start teaching again because I'm so excited to be in this new environment where people make me feel like I actually have the ability, not falsely build me up and tear me down. And so I'm excited because I have not been in a classroom teaching. Like, obviously the guidelines are a little scary right now. They don't sound like they're taking teacher safety into priority at all, but I haven't been in my classroom teaching since right before spring break. The internet had gone down. It was the day of my repeat evaluation for the 3rd time because the first time my evaluator didn't show up. The second time was a disaster because it was a repeat that following Monday. And then the 3rd time, everything went the way it was supposed to. We never finished the process. I have no idea, like the breakdown of how I did my domain, any of that stuff. Never had a post conference, none of that. So and not even any real like informal feedback to tell me highs and lows. So I have no idea how that went. But you know, besides being stuck at home, I'm doing so much better knowing that I get to go. I don't have to go back there. I don't have to go back to that place. And it's sad because that place used to bring me so much joy. It used to make me happy to get up every morning. I used to love going to work, and now, you know, it was making me so miserable. I had to start going to see my therapist because, you know, I was scared that mentally I would not be okay during the school year. And some people think, oh, why are you bringing this up? Why are you talking about this? It is so important to talk about your mental health and to fight the stigma and break that stigma of teacher mental health. Because if you ask a teacher how they're doing right now, thinking about going back to school in the fall, yes, we would love to be around our kids, but we are terrified. It is nerve-wracking thinking about being in a classroom, knowing that kids are sent to school sick already. You know, we get all these viruses. Every sickness that comes into our classroom, we get. Unless you've been teaching for 10, 15, 20 years, 30 some odd years, and you've built up that immunity so you don't get sick. I'm going into my 5th year, and I've finally gotten to a point where the viruses don't affect me so much, but anything else they bring in still could that I'm not used to. So it's just a lot. But you know, whatever this school year throws at me, I am confident that whatever my new district decides, it will be the best decision possible they are able to make. I am confident that they will make, you know, something that's in the best interest of everybody, because it is an amazing district, and I'm excited to use all my new stuff. So this is my bad way of segueing into, I'm gonna flip the camera down and stop talking so much. So some stuff you're gonna hear me talking, some things there's gonna be some music because I'll tell you when I get into it. All right, guys, I'm gonna get the controversial part of my lineup for next school year out of the way, just because we know what company this is from. If you don't know what happened, just Google the person's name who is the namesake of the company, and it may come up on its own, or you might want to add graduation, or you might want to add Black Lives Matter protest. And I will give you a quick spoiler if you're unfamiliar. She did not participate in a Black Lives Matter protest, but she pretended to. And when this came out, I had just ordered my teacher planner from that company, and when I contacted customer service trying to cancel, it had already been processing for forever. So I'm like, there's no way it's going to ship before they can cancel it. The day customer service got back to me, they said, oh, it's already been picked up. And it feels like it was kind of spiked because it showed up the next day, and I've never gotten an order that fast from them. But it had been picked up that morning and arrived here the next day. And it felt like a huge slap in the face, because if you look at me, again, excuse my nails, because like I said in my other video, I am an anxious nail biter. Something happened recently that made me extremely anxious, and I had no dip on my nails. I had grown them out with my Dip Well and Revel, mainly Revel because I found the powder easier to work with, but anyway, I didn't have dip on my nails when that happened. I chomped them all off, and now I have to start all over, so excuse that. But I'm just saying, look at the color of my skin. I would not have been able to do what she did, and it'd be okay. So, this I already had. I'd already ordered it. I was excited about it. I'm still happy to use this, and I've covered up the logos in here, and I'll show you an example of what I mean. But obviously this sticky note is here just to cover up my school, maintain that privacy. But I love this notebook. Okay, I love it. And I love that I get to add all my little notes in here. But just so that you can see inside the front cover, the logo was right here. I whited it out, and I added a detailed floral sticker and a Shine Sticker Studio sticker. And then of course I wrote my name in here. But this is going to be my teacher notebook this year. This will not be seen very much on social media or on my channel. So this is probably the only time that you will see this. Next, I'm going to grab this happy planner from behind me. Hopefully without throwing everything on the floor. Okay. I'm struggling because I'm using my left arm and it's not super strong. I'm gonna move this chair real fast. Help me out here. Thank you. So all I've really done with this bookish planner is I add the covers that I add to every happy planner I use, and then my rose gold expander discs. This is going to become my teacher resource binder. So I'm going to be designing a cover that says resource binder if I decide that I just really almost knocked over my coffee. That would not be good. If I decide I don't like this. So in case you're not familiar with what it looks like, first of all, there's my name. I cut this out with my silhouette. I know you probably thought I was going to say Cricut. I don't have one of those. I have a silhouette. But anyway, I added in the pockets. This is from an old EC planner. I just ripped it out and punched it. This is the pocket from my old planner. I hope you can see this. And then of course it's got the cover page for each section, the perpetual calendar, the monthly spread, and then the weekly spread, and it goes on like that. So the first thing I want to do is, I'm not going to use this part. I'm going to keep the perpetual calendar in here, but I'm going to remove the months. Okay, so all of that is out now. So I'm just gonna save this because I never throw away happy planner pages. You can always find a use for them. Don't ever throw them away until you're for sure they are not gonna get used. And then like even this time next year, I might find a use for one of these pages and just need to redate it. So I save them. So I left in the checklist section, and then this is the other pocket from my old planner, and then this is all my note paper that I had in my other planner. So in between the perpetual calendar and the checklist section, I'm going to add, well actually first of all I need to add something to the end of the checklist section. I'm going to add in all of this checklist paper from my old planner. So just like part of this was from an accessory pack, but then this part, it's a notes page, so it came out of a planner at some point. So there's that. And now over here I'm going to add in some dividers. These are the Staples Arc brand dividers. I got them in plain black. Yeah, my floor is about as much of a mess as you can imagine right now from doing these videos. So I'm going to remove the cardboard. It comes with some labels. That's handy, so we will set those aside. And I'm just going to pop these in. I'm going to add the labels into this clear pocket. Hopefully they are nice and snug in there. And then this bookmark I'm actually not going to use. I'm going to open up the new ones. And I'm going to load in the new dot grid paper that I had. So I'm going to throw some music over this part so you don't have to listen to all the plastic. Before I do my final flip through, I'm going to show you one of the clearance sticker books that I got from the Happy Planner website. This is just the teacher book, and if you have one of the new teacher books, this is an older one. It's not super old because it doesn't say Create the 365 on it, like I was saying with the other books in my other video. But it has, I noticed, a lot, pretty much the exact same stickers as the newer books. And also I noticed that, let me go back to that sticker. If you ordered, I think it was Rad Teacher, check the sizing of this sticker in particular, because I am one of the people that I just noticed it when I looked yesterday. The book says that it's sized to fit big size planners, the Rad Teacher one does, but those stickers are not, they're classic size. They're mislabeled as a big size book, and the stickers are classic size, and they changed the listing on the website. So the books are misprints. So check on that if you have the red teacher book. This one is right, that one is not. And then of course also this one I need to cut off the ribbon and get it tied through the top. So let's go ahead and do the final flip through. I'm gonna move my candle out of the way so it doesn't get knocked over. And you know what? I'm gonna be smart and move my coffee out of the way so that doesn't get knocked over, because I'll cry. Okay, so of course I've got the hard cover, the regular cover that comes on the planner. This planner belongs to me. I've got my 2 pockets. This, I'm gonna do something here, I just don't know what yet. I've got the perpetual calendar where I added one of the bookmarks just so I can throw it in on whatever part of the year we're in. Also, love the metal discs because the things just slide along. I am so sorry that that plant is in the way. I am currently filming on my dining room table, and that's the stuff that goes in the middle. Here's my black arc dividers, and these do come pre-punched, by the way, because arc is Staples' version of the disc bound system. This is my old bookmark. I figure if this is where I put like curriculum resources, I would want to bookmark that. And then just kind of going along here. This one I can pop around through whatever notes I have on this dot grid paper. Love this paper, and I also love how cheap it was. What was it, like $3 something? And then the checklist section. Of course the checklists don't all match, but it's fine. It'll be for grades, not to look a certain way. And then this one, same thing. I can pop it into whatever section of notes I'm looking at. There's the back cover, and there's that back cover. So this is my Happy Planner resource binder, done and ready for the 2020-21 school year. Did I even say that right? I'm not sure. All right, so now we are going to unbox my beautiful new teacher planner. This is by For the Love of Pie. I'm very excited about this planner. Of course, I already cut the box so I could open it. Yes, I already opened it because I was really excited when it got here. I've been waiting forever to get it, but you still get to see it. So I'm gonna pull it out of the box. Again, my floor is a mess right now from me just tossing stuff over there. It comes on a layer of big bubble wrap, and it comes in a bubble bag, which of course I already ripped it in excitement. But this thing is so beautiful. And it even comes with this little sticker. This planner belongs to me. So there it is, same high quality coil that you saw on the EC notebook. So you can get that same quality elsewhere. Okay, this is a nice, thick, sturdy coil. The cover is beautiful. It has my name. It's so pretty, so pretty. I love this so much. And then when you open it up, it's got all her information. The paper is so smooth and shiny. I need to put my name in here. I did jot down some ideas for ways you can put your name into your planner. You can write it on separate paper and glue it in. You can write it on sticker paper and stick it on here. You can brush letter or handwrite directly on the page. Just like you saw in my notebook, I just wrote it with a Paper Mate gel pen, but I want something a little more fancy in here. So I'll probably die cut it with my silhouette like I did in that Happy Planner. Or you can buy a pre-made decal. I know Heather Kell makes them and puts them in her Etsy shop, or you can just use letter stickers, which I don't know what kind of letter stickers I would have that would look good in here. So I'm probably, like I said, I have the silhouette, I have vinyl. I'm just gonna cut something and put it in here. You get the year at a glance calendars. I love this. Turning this paper is an experience, y'all. I love it. And then you've got the planning pages. I think I'm gonna go through and put some seasonal stickers on these. Student birthdays, I don't know if I'm really gonna write those down. I don't know how my roster is gonna change throughout the year, especially with parents possibly being able to change how they want their children to learn throughout the year, whether it's online or in person, so I don't know. Goal setting pages, and then there's a cover page for the month, the monthly layout, it's gonna have different holidays on it. And I like that it shows the previous month and the upcoming month. I love when calendar pages do that. And then this is what a weekly spread looks like in here. I chose the 6-box layout. That way I have room to plan reading, writing, math, science, social studies, and then still have space for notes at the bottom. And then I love that in this planner, the weekend gets space in here. You have space for the weekends, and whatever you consider important can go there. You can make a checklist here, and I love it. So I'm gonna flip over to August. I believe we go back well, students come the 17th, I believe is what the tentative thing is. And this is one of the things that I purchased from said company. And as you can see, covered up the name with a "Today is going to be amazing" sticker and an apple. On the back, I covered it up with "Wake up, teach, repeat." And I find it funny that this says "Forget the mistakes and remember the lessons." I hope she's doing that right now. But I ordered this dashboard, and I like that I can plan things on the back for different subjects. I can write down a task I need to do each day. The weekend has spaces on here as well. And then there's a before school and after school checklist. So I'm just gonna pop this in the best I can. This does fit. It's a spiral bound planner, so this does fit in here. Coil bound, whatever you want to call it. You got it? Nope, nope. Alright. So there's that. And then, of course, we've got all the other months. I'm going to flip over to end of the school year. Obviously, just like every other planner, there's a notes page. There's a teacher page. Don't really know what I'm going to do with that. Passwords, I would never write those down in a planner. Don't ever do that. Someone could get your planner and get into all your stuff. Unless it's something that's like a district-wide password, like let's say you got a Brain Pop username. Write it down in here. That's fine. Class schedules, I don't think I'm going to use that. I mean, there's always pages I don't use. PD, I love that there's a tracker for this to write the date and time, what the session event is, where it is, and then the number of hours that you get. So you get that front and back. Events and trips, I don't think it's going to get used this school year, sadly. We didn't even get to go on a field trip this past school year. Conference schedules for parent-teacher conferences. I hope parents show up. That's always my thing is, you know, parents get scheduled, they choose their times. Like the one time I did a Sign Up Genius, I had more parents actually commit and show up. But otherwise, you know, it's the back and forth of, well, the teacher doesn't make time. I can't get in contact with her. Well, we set up a time and you didn't show up. So that's always fun. One other thing I love about this planner is that there's a teacher expense tracker. I'm very bad about spending too much money on my classroom, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be a big fat zero. I've never been reimbursed for things that I've bought for my classroom. I know some teachers get money every year. I never have had that. I like that there's the pacing guides in the back. But I mean, they make them for us, so I'm just going to print those off and stick them into that resource binder. I don't know what that is that got on my page. It makes me mad. I don't know what I got on there. Oh well. But there's some checklists. I guess this would be like long-term checklists. I wouldn't put short-term back here. I'll forget about it. Student information, contact list, you know, in case I can't get into the online stuff. I like this parent communication thing where I can just highlight how I contacted the parent and why, detail why. Volunteer list, student health. I would not put stuff like that in here just for privacy reasons. Accommodations, again, would not put that in here for the same reason. If somebody got a hold of my planner, they've got all that information on that student. Unless I wrote it in like, if I write it in my shorthand, it's fine, where only I can really understand it. Student data, this would be like using the Happy Planner one, so I could put stuff here, like mastery of certain standards I could put in here, reteaching of standards I could put in there, and the mastery checks, whereas the other one will be used mainly for grades. And then these are seating plans. Figure out how to measure to put desks 6 feet apart in my classroom. Notes section, and there's dot grid paper in here as well. And then at the end, there's more checklists where I could do grades. So very, very, very excited about using this planner for the new school year. So I hope you enjoyed getting to see this For the Love of Pie planner. Please, please, please check them out. They are amazing. I hope you enjoyed seeing my happy planner deconstruction and modification, and I'm just excited to start the new school year. So if you like this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. If, again, as I always say in my videos, if there's something you didn't like, just let me know in the comments what it was. You know, I'm always looking to improve, but if it's something petty of, oh, I just don't like you, I heard enough of that stuff in high school. Like, if you didn't like my video, don't watch it. But I am looking forward to bringing some more content to this channel. I've seen that I've gotten some new subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you for subscribing. I'm very excited to have you here. I hope I can post on a regular enough schedule that you see some things that you like. And like I said at the end of my other video, I'm gonna go lay on my couch and play Animal Crossing because it's summer break and I get to do that. And I'm gonna finish my coffee that I've been forgetting about because it's still early in the day. It's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It is July 8th at the time I'm recording this video, so it'll be interesting to see what day this gets uploaded. So it's July 8th, 2020. It is Wednesday. It is 3:06 p.m. Let's see when this gets uploaded. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. Bye.